It's Friday, March 22nd. I'm Lisa Rufiange, and this is TV7.ca News. Thank you again to Coral Collective for this great painting by a local artist, Katarina Young. Katarina was a nominee for the Emerging Artist category at last night's Mayor's Celebration of the Arts. Today we meet the Green Party candidate for Mornville-St. Albert, Cass Roman. We talk to some residents who meet through a local book club, and we speak about spring break. But first...
As mentioned last night was the 10th annual Mayor's Celebration of the Arts, and we caught up with the winners from the ceremony.
We're at the Enjoy Centre for the Mayor's Celebration of the Arts Award in its 10th year in St. Albert, and what a great evening so far. We've had 41 nominees in 6 categories. There's been food, we've had dancers, musicians, poets, wine, and TV7.ca has interviews with your winners. I'm down here with Stephen Badry, the recipient of the Emerging Artist Award. Stephen, this is an award that is catered towards someone that is at the very beginning stages of their musical career. Can you tell me what this particular award means to you?
Well, I've been involved in the art scene in St. Albert for a while. God, how long has it been? It's probably about 6 or 7 years now, and so it's nice to sort of be recognized as being a part of the community, and sort of this being almost the first stepping stone in launching my career as an artist.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on your award tonight.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Samantha Williams-Shapelsky. She's just won the Established Artist Award. Samantha, can you tell me, 5 years ago, think back to where you were at the beginning, or 5 years ago in your artistic career, and where are you planning on being 5 years from now?
I hope to just continue on the path that I'm going. Being an artist is kind of a windy road. You get to experience a lot of different venues, different events, different experiences as an artist. So I hope to just continue along this path and make it a passion of mine to be an artist for my entire life.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on your win this evening.
Thank you so much.
I'm here with representatives from the St. Albert Amplify Festival Youth Advisory Committee. They're the recipients of the Arts Champion Award. Ladies, congratulations on your win this evening. Can you tell all of us, what does this award mean to you?
This award is going to go directly into supporting youth artists in the community. We're definitely going to put it towards our festival coming up in October this year, and we're really excited.
Fantastic. We can't wait. Thank you guys so much, and congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Well done. I'm here with Louise Peterson. She's just won the Excellence in Arts Teaching down here at the Mayor's presentation of the Arts Awards. Louise, can you tell me, you've been doing this for close to 30 years now.
Yes.
What are some hurdles that teaching you face locally these days as opposed to when you first started?
Actually, things have improved a lot. There's so much support from the community and the city. It's amazing, and it's great that the kids get that opportunity to try things, art, when they're young, and continue on all through your life in St. Albert.
Do you contribute any of that to being able to have exposure through internet or social media or things that maybe weren't necessarily available early on in the career?
Definitely. You see that with the kids, how they've changed over the years and what's available to them and how much more knowledgeable they are. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Haley Benedict, congratulations on your win. You've taken home the 2019 Youth Artist Award. Haley, tell me, as a young emerging artist, especially today, how important is your online presence?
I think it's super important. As youth, we have this awesome ability to have a voice out there, and social media is such a great platform to connect with so many different people. And so I think it's really important to use that voice for good, and yeah.
Generate your Instagram and your Facebook followers?
Yeah, but definitely try and make an impact with people, and I think that's the beautiful thing about social media is you can connect so many people and spread really positive messages along the way.
And for any of our viewers that want to get in touch with you and follow you through social media, how would they do that? What's your Instagram handle? Shout it out.
That's me, Haley B. I also have a website, www.haleybenedictmusic.com, and I have my music on Spotify, iTunes, and all platforms, or you can just look up Haley Benedict.
That's my girl. All right, congratulations on your win. So happy for you. I am speaking to the last award of the evening, but certainly not the least, Mr. Louis Lavoie. Mr. Lavoie, congratulations on your win this evening. You've been presented with the Lifetime Achievement in the Arts Award. Now, I've read that you've had the privilege of performing for the Queen, Elizabeth II, Dan Aykroyd, Stephen Harper. Can you tell me, out of all of your celebrity encounters, what's your favorite so far?
Well, I don't know. It was very interesting and exciting to meet these people and to perform before them. But someone I really enjoyed was Joe Fafard. He's a Saskatchewan sculptor, a legend. If anybody who's a sculptor out there will know who he is. And so we got to work with him on doing a project, and by far he was one of the most exciting, interesting guys to meet and work with.
Excellent. An exciting evening for you winning your award.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your Clock Tower series.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, if you're from St. Albert, that is the iconic view. When you come in on, I don't know, I think it's called Greenwood Road or something like that, by the United Church, you get this vista view of the clock tower, and you can see the churches in the background that made St. Albert the mission town it was, and that whole Parent Street, that's where all the activity's always been. That's probably the main that would have been St. Albert Trail if we wouldn't have moved it over. So so I just feel like that's St. Albert's iconic view. That.
So you took that view and you envisioned it and expanded it into six paintings, is that correct? A series?
That's right. Yeah, so I was thinking of the 4 seasons, and then I threw in 2 extra seasons because we have forever winter here. So
you drew one in construction.
Yeah, so one is like there's 4 for winter, and the others are the other seasons, right?
Excellent. And if any of our viewers want to take a look at that particular piece, where is it?
Those pieces were painted as awards. So the people that won the other awards, they got a painting for their award, which is kind of neat.
And we can view those online if anybody wants to take a look. I'm sure if you do a quick Google search. Congratulations on your win this evening, and thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us tonight. What an achievement. What a great night. Couple of quick comments from Mayor Kathy Heron on the 10th Annual Mayor's Celebration of the Arts Awards. Thank you for taking a couple minutes here. Tell me, how do you think the night went?
It was probably one of the best in 10 years because we had so many nominees and so many youth nominated, which was fantastic to see. And of course, my really good friend Louis got the Lifetime Achievement. So it was a great night.
And that will wrap up a fantastic evening at the Mayor's Celebration of the Arts Awards, the 10th anniversary of this running. What a great evening it was, and congratulations to all the nominees and winners. For TV7.ca, I'm Lisa Rufiange.
Well, the RCMP are seeking information about an armed robbery that occurred March 13th around 9:50 p.m. at the Circle K store located on Boudreaux Road. A lone man with a black hoodie and bandana pulled up to cover his face, entered the store, and demanded money while pointing a handgun at the employee. The unknown suspect also demanded cigarettes from the store employee. The man left the store on foot, eastbound, onto Boudreaux Road with an undisclosed amount of cash and cigarettes. The employee was not physically harmed in the incident. The male suspect is described as being about 5'6" to 5'8" inches tall, with darker skin tone. He was wearing black gloves and pants. If anyone has information regarding this suspect or suspects, they are asked to contact the RCMP, or if you wish to remain anonymous, you can contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. That's 1-800-222-8477.
It looks like April 16th is the day St. Albertans will be heading back to the polls. We've reached out to some of the candidates to learn more about their party and themselves. Cass Roman is the Green Party's nominee for the Mornville-St. Albert riding, and she told TV7.ca that she is loving her first venture into politics.
I really enjoy it. It seems everybody in the Green Party is extremely welcoming and just willing to help each other out, which is amazing. And even meeting my opposition, dealing with them, great people. So I'm really looking forward to the election coming up. I'm really passionate about politics. I'm an activist, that's what initially brought me to politics. And then being an activist, the Green Party just always aligned with my values and my principles. So.
She explained to us that over the years, the mother of one has been very involved in the activist community.
I helped a lot with some of the protests, the omnibus protests against Harper, back a few years back now. I do a lot of Photoshop myself, so I actually made the posters for a lot of the protests across Canada. And actually, even yesterday, my daughter and I went to the the demonstration down at the legislature for Lucy, the elephant, at the Edmonton Valley Zoo. So we'd like to get her sent to sanctuary where she can be with other elephants and thrive. So.
And we would like to thank Cass Roman for sitting down with us and sharing her story.
Have you thought about contributing to your RRSP? Well, then Crystal Lucier has some advice for you on our weekly Financial Focus segment.
I want money.
Today we're talking about RRSPs. Everybody has a contribution room limit. The deadline to contribute to your RRSPs is March 1st of every year. Your contribution room is built up by calculating 18% of your annual income to a maximum on an annual basis. The contribution room limit is really important. It's important that you know that. Your notice of assessment provides you that information each year, as well as My Account Online, CRA's database. You can go and see there. If you over-contribute by more than $2,000 to your RRSPs, you have to file what's called a T1 OVP, which is a form for over-contribution calculations. This tells CRA how much you've over-contributed, and they will then charge you 1% penalty per month on any contributions that exceed that limit. This can build up significantly, and you'll be forced to draw funds from your RRSP if you've over-contributed. It's also important to know that if you're dealing with an investor or a bank, they're not necessarily looking at your contribution room. So if you have a monthly amount allocated to go into your RRSPs or your spousal RRSPs, make sure that you're watching it or know what your annual contributions are going to be and that they don't exceed your contribution room. There are special rules for some RRSP situations. Transfers to RRSPs do not necessarily qualify for contributions for tax credits. Repayment of funds on a home buyer's plan also are not considered RRSP contributions for tax deduction. And there are special rules around draws from a lifelong learning plan from RRSPs. It's important that you know what the rules are and how they apply to you. I always recommend that you talk to your professional. I'm Crystal Lucier with Preferred Tax Solutions, and this is TV7.ca.
I want money.
The St. Albert Public Library has a book club that's just right for you, and all you need is your free library membership to join. A book club is a great way to meet new people and introduce you to books that you wouldn't normally read. We caught up with the Ainsdale Book Club at their monthly get-together where they discussed the previously selected book.
Questions to get conversation going, and then it just kind of goes from there. Everybody, you share a thought, and that gets somebody else talking, and it just goes from there. And next thing you know, 2 hours have passed. Yeah, you want everybody to have time to share their thoughts and their opinions, and if you start getting too big, then there's not going to be that. And you also need a certain amount of trust. There's some of these books. Hopefully, you have thought-provoking books and books that cause you to really challenge your assumptions and beliefs. And if people aren't safe sharing how they feel about it, it's not really the point. That's the point. You want to be able to share how you feel about the book.
A group like the Ainsdale Book Club is a great way to meet your neighbors and build a real sense of community.
We're a group of strangers that didn't know each other last October, and so we needed something that brought us together, and that was the common thing is where we live, and from there we've grown to know each other in an interesting way. Yeah. The St. Albert Public Library has book club kits. It'd be a great place to start, and if you just do it. It's a great way to meet some new people, and if you do it in your community, it's a great way to meet some neighbors that you might not otherwise know.
The kits are available at the library and include 8 copies of the book, discussion topics, and questions.
Mail theft may not be at the forefront of your mind until it happens to you. Well, from December 24th to January 28th, the RCMP received 9 reports of break-ins to community mailboxes across the city. While it's unknown how much, if any, mail is missing, there are important steps you can take to help make yourself less vulnerable to this type of crime. Never send cash or gift cards in the mail, as they are next to impossible to reclaim and are particularly sought after by criminals. Practice a daily routine of collecting your mail. The more time you leave your mailbox full, the longer a criminal has to snatch it. If the mail has been delivered incorrectly, please write, quote, "delivered to the wrong address," end quote, on the front of the envelope. If addressed to someone not living at your address, write, quote, "not at this address," end quote. In either case, deposit the mail into a street letterbox or the outgoing mail slot of a community mailbox close to the scheduled pickup time. And lastly, Canada Post's Hold Mail service can help those who are planning to travel. Mail will be held for a minimum of 2 weeks for a fee. If you do find a community mailbox broken into, report it to Canada Post or the RCMP.
And Juno Award-winning artist Lorraine Clausen will not be performing at the Arden Theatre on Wednesday due to unforeseen circumstances. If you purchased your ticket from Ticketmaster, a refund will be automatic. Otherwise, contact the Arden Theatre box office for a full refund. The Arden Theatre would like to thank you for your patience and understanding as they move to assist all patrons in a timely fashion.
Conveniently located in Perron District, Terry Polowick in Intuitive Therapeutic Massage is this week's Business Spotlight.
I am Terry Polowick with Intuitive Therapeutic Massage located here in St. Albert. I am a registered massage therapist. I've been a therapist here now registered for about 4 years. It's something near and dear to my heart. I'm quite passionate about it. The number one reason that I see clients is actually low back pain or something called plantar fasciitis, which also constitutes back pain, leg pain, and foot pain as well. Those are the 2 most common. Stress is a big factor. Today in our culture, I find I see a lot of people that come in here and they just really need to de-stress, as people call it, which stress manifests in the body in different ways, tense muscles, headaches, digestive issues, things like that, so we help with that. And then I get people in here just helping to manage conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, MS is another big one. You can't get rid of the symptoms, but you can help alleviate, so I deal with a lot of that in here. A lot of a clientele that's a little bit older when conditions like that start to set in. Sessions can range from 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, 75 to 90. That's what I do. I recommend 60 minutes. It just gives us enough time to really get in, focus on the issues, get the tissues relaxed around what's going on. 30 minutes also can be effective as well if you're treating a very specific condition. And I know sometimes people really want to book a longer treatment as well, which isn't a bad thing, but the body really can get overworked in a treatment. So you kind of want to sit at around a 60 or a 75 is really good to get what you want worked on and then what needs to go around that. But when you're looking for a registered massage therapist that's covered, a really good place to start is the association's website pages. They have lists of who's registered there. I belong to, it's called the NHPC, Natural Health Practitioners of Canada Association. We're one of the bigger associations in Canada. You can check me out on Facebook at Terry Polowick at Intuitive Therapeutic Massage. There's some contact information there. You can shoot me an email if you have any questions. If you think that massage therapy may or may not be for you, go ahead and give me a call or send me an email and we'll find out if it's something that can work for you.
And Michelle Parker is back with this week's Let's Get Fit.
Welcome everyone. Do you find yourself locked in front of your TV, catching up on your favorite PVR shows, or perhaps watching the latest sports game? Turn your show into a fitness game that the whole family can get in on. For example, pick a word, and every time that word is used within the show, you must do a squat, or perhaps a burpee. Then use your commercial breaks to add in some cardio. Think jumping jacks, toe taps, climbing the stairs, or perhaps even just marching on the spot. Get in some extra steps for your day. Give it a try. For the rest of this show, each time you hear the word the, give yourself a squat. Then add in your comments below how many squats did you get in while watching the rest of this episode. All right, it is time for our move of the week. I mentioned it earlier as one of our cardio options. It's our jumping jack. Very simple and basic, but we got some options in there as a toe tap. So we're going to give both of these a go. So for your jumping jacks, we're going to get both our upper body and lower body going, as well as get that cardio going up as well too. So get that heart rate going. It will also engage that core. So our arms are coming up and back down, picking the tempo that's right for you. Now, if you have anything going on with your shoulders, you might be bringing your arms down a little bit lower. I also mentioned a toe tap earlier. So that might just mean that you're bringing the feet out to the side, either with your arms coming all the way up or bringing them down a little bit lower. Again, being mindful of where your body is and where you are at today. Everyone, from TV7.ca, I'm Michelle Parker. Thanks for joining.
And finally, we can officially bring the spring. The city invites you to embrace the warmer, longer days by getting involved in the season's recreation and fitness activities and programs. You can also take advantage of the registered and drop-in programs at Service Credit Union Place or Fountain Park Recreation Centers and enjoy some physical activity by yourself or with friends and family. Just some of the many options to get out and about include wildlife watching in River Lot 56 or Lois Hole Provincial Parks, letting your four-legged friend run free at either Dodger Dog Friendly or Lacombe Lake Dog Friendly parks, or shake off the winter blues at Service Place with one of their many drop-in programs. Visit the city's website for a complete list of great warmer weather activities.
And that'll do it for another week. If you have any community news or events you'd like to share with our viewers, please send us an email at news@tv7.ca. From all of us here at TV7, I'm Lisa Ruffiange, and have a great week.